With thousands of new K-beauty products hitting the shelves every year, there's a good chance that even the hottest skincare products have a K-beauty equivalent. Today, I'm giving you all the details on my favorite Korean beauty swaps. If you have a Western beauty product you love but don't love the price tag of, then stick around because in today's episode, I'm going to run you through a list of products that incorporate similar ingredients, textures, and results from some of the biggest beauty brands on the market: Estee Lauder, Eve Lom, SK2, Sand and Sky, and heaps more. Welcome to the Korean Beauty Show, where we're talking all things Korean skincare, makeup, and more. If you want to learn about the hottest trending products and ingredients straight from South Korea, then this is the podcast for you. I'm your host, Lauren Lee, professional K-beauty addict and founder of Korean beauty platform Style Story. Everyone loves a savvy version of a spendy product, which is why today I'm going to run you through some awesome Korean beauty swaps for popular Western and luxury products on the market. If this is your first time listening and you're wondering who it is behind the mic, then let me introduce myself really quickly. My name is Lauren Lee and I'm a K-beauty expert. I am an Aussie who has been living in Seoul for the last 4.5 years, and I'm passionate about introducing you to the world of Korean beauty so that you can discover products that are high quality, innovative, and cost a fraction of the price of most comparable cosmetics. I'll also quickly introduce the sponsors of today's episode, Style Story. Style Story is an online Korean beauty platform where you can shop, research, and explore the world of Korean skincare. You'll find us at www.stylestory.com.au. Now, I need to caveat this week's episode by saying that I'm not suggesting that any of the brands that I'm going to talk about today deliberately set out to make a product that's similar to another brand. It's more just that when it comes to skincare, there are a lot of other similarly functioning products on the market that you could substitute for others if you want to. So with that out of the way, allow me to jump into the first product swap. So this is a cleansing balm swap. And again, I've picked products that I think are similar, but they're not exactly the same. So this isn't to say that one brand has copied the other. The first swap is Eve Lom's cleansing balm for Banila Clean It Zero. So the Eve Lom cleanser is a really rich and oily cleanser that's containing chamomile oil, eucalyptus oil, and heaps more ingredients. And it works by breaking down makeup and removing stubborn eyeliner and mascara. So cleansing balms in general, if you're not familiar with them, they are just a typical cleansing oil, but in a balm form. So for Korean beauty, if you're doing the 2 steps, the double step cleanse, then a cleansing balm will come in at step 1 in place of just like a more traditional watery oil formula. So that's what we're talking about here. And the reason you might want to wear or use a product like this is because it helps to remove any of the buildup that has built up over the course of the day. Things like sunscreen and makeup, these kind of cleansers are really great for breaking that down, getting rid of it all, as the name suggests, clean it zero, so that you can then go in with your second cleanse and just get rid of, any particles that are left over from an oil cleanse. So that's what we're talking about. And Banila Clean It Zero is not a new product at all. It has been on the market and has been really popular both in Korea and overseas for many years, but it is a lot cheaper. And I mean, Banila Clean It Zero is actually a cult product in its own right. So according to the brand, one of their cleansers sells every 3 seconds, which is pretty crazy if you think about it. So that's a popular one that you might want to look at if you're just looking, if you like that feeling of a nice cleansing balm, but you don't want to pay extra for it. That's just a really great swap. Now, my second swap is for an essence. And actually, both of the products that I'm going to talk about are really, really popular products in their own right. So the first one is SK2's Facial Treatment Essence. So I think most people have probably heard of this one. This is the one that contains Pitera as its star ingredient. So Pitera is really just, I guess, a fancy word for a yeast ingredient that is the byproduct of the sake brewing process. So if you have ever done any research into this product, you will know that in their marketing, SK2 talks about how the sake brewers, they looked at their hands and they couldn't work out why these really old people had like the hands of a much younger person. And they worked out that, you know, this byproduct of the sake brewing process was responsible for keeping their hands looking really, really young, even if their faces were like lined and wrinkled and old. So basically, the swap that I'm going to suggest is to Misha's Time Revolution First Treatment Essence. So again, even the name is kind of similar. They're both essences. They're both treatment essences. And Misha's Time Revolution product actually has yeast extract as the main ingredient in it as well. So it's packed with 90% fermented yeast concentrate, and their current version of it, they do upgrade. I think they're onto their 4th upgrade at the moment, but the other ingredients that the current version has in it includes purple barley and lactic acid, as well as niacinamide for brightening. So that these products, I think, are basically interchangeable just because they do have that 90% or very, very high content of yeast concentrate as the first ingredient. You're going to see similar benefits from them. And Misha's First Treatment Essence is also free from parabens, fragrances, alcohol, colorants, silicone, and mineral oil. So they're both cult beauty products in their own right, and for good reason. So I think, you know, try out both, see which one you prefer. I know some people do prefer SK2, but for a lot of people, they really love their Misha. So I think that's just a personal choice, but that's a good one to check out if you haven't already. Now, my third product swap is a scrub swap. So this is the product. The first product is Fresh's Sugar Face Polish, and this is an exfoliating scrub with a brown sugar base, and it contains strawberry seeds to exfoliate, as well as candelilla wax. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, candelilla, and as well as fruit seed oils as well. And the swap I'm going to suggest to you guys is Skinfood's Black Sugar Washath Mask. This also actually does have many of the same ingredients as Fresh's version, but it is a fraction of the price. And again, this is another product that in its own right is actually a best-selling product. It won Shaw Magazine's #1 facial scrub of the year many years ago, and it's been a cult K-beauty product for as long as I can remember. So I think these are both probably interchangeable products if you're looking for a great manual scrub. So I know that acids and chemical exfoliants are all the rage these days, but this is that more traditional form of an exfoliant, which is based on the sugar granules that, you know, they are slightly abrasive, but then they dissolve on your face as you use it. So that's just two really, really popular products. But I think that if you are looking to save a little bit of money and you like the concept of a sugar face polish, then Skinfood's version is definitely worth checking out. Now, my next swap is a BHA swap. So the first product is Biologique's Recerche P50 Lotion. And this product is an all-in-one toner, balancer, and exfoliating lotion, and that just basically helps to speed up the skin's natural exfoliating process with dead skin cells. And the swap for this is a very, very, very famous Korean beauty product, which is COSRX's BHA Blackhead Power Liquid. I'm sure you guys will have seen it. It is literally a cult K-beauty product, and it does basically the same thing. So it's designed to help prevent the formation of blemishes before they happen. It's an oil-soluble chemical exfoliant, and it basically just clears the dead skin cells from your pores, which, you know, clarifies the complexion and also helps to prevent breakouts. And there's a pretty big price difference between those two products as well. So if you are looking to save a little bit of money, but you're looking for a product that does have similar functions to that, to, you know, promote cell turnover and all of those things, then COSRX's BHA is a really great product to try out. So if you have tried it, I would love to know what you think about that one. Okay, and my next product is a serum swap. And again, these are two really, really famous products. The first one is Estee Lauder's Advanced Night Repair, which comes in the brown serum. And it contains the active ingredient bifidobacterium lysate, as well as heaps of other ingredients that are claimed to, heal, repair, hydrate, and, help your skin turn over during its natural repair cycle, which is, of course, at night. So hence advanced night repair is in the name. And the product swap that I have for this one is Missha's Time Revolution Probio Ampoule. So again, this is another Misha product that has been through several generations, is what they call them in Korean, upgrades basically. So the formula does change slightly every time they upgrade it. Now, another little thing that you guys might have known is that one of the versions of this ampoule had Borabit in the name, and I'm sure you guys were like, oh, what does that even mean? That's really strange. So the reason it's called that is because Bora means purple in Korean. So a lot of Koreans affectionately refer to the ampoule as Borabit, which is basically the purple light or purple colored ampoule, because that's how famous it is. People are just like, that purple ampoule, that's what I'm talking about. So they actually incorporated that into the product's name for a while, but I think in the most recent generational version, they have dropped it and it's just Probio Ampoule. But again, this is a really similar product to Estee Lauder's product because it has that same key ingredient, the bifidobacterium lysate, and also has 9 other fermented ingredients as well, including peptides, plant extracts, and niacinamide. So if you're looking to save a little bit of money, but you do like this active ingredient, then check that one out because, again, this is a really popular product in its own right as well. Now, a moisturizer swap for you guys. So the first product is Drunk Elephant's Proteiny Polypeptide Cream, which is a bit of a mouthful. Proteiny Polypeptide. Try saying that fast 10 times in a row. But this is a product that obviously includes peptides. It's also got growth factors, amino acids, and it's quite a thick cream, and it claims to reduce lines, wrinkles, and sun damage. So those Aussies that are listening to the show may know that this product is actually not available for sale in Australia, and that's because of obviously some of these ingredients that are contained in it and the percentages that they're in are too high for sale on the Australian market. But a good swap for this product, if you're looking for one, is Alba Piedamod's Peptide No-Sebum Repair Cream. And it does have a very similar base, low molecular peptides. It's got 20 essential amino acids and minerals, and it's basically targeting, skin's firmness, elasticity, wrinkles, and fine lines. But there is a little bit of a difference in that the Proteiny Polypeptide Cream, it is a thicker cream, whereas the D'Alba version is specifically for oily and combination skin types. So it's quite a bit lighter in texture, which makes it a great option for an anti-aging product for people in their 20s. So the big difference with most anti-aging products is just that the formulations tend to be heavier because the people that use anti-aging products generally tend to be older, and as we age, our skin dries out. But obviously there can be, everyone can benefit from anti-aging products, even from as early as your 20s. But the problem is that the formulations are going to be too thick for a lot of people's skin in their 20s. So D'Alba Piedmont, their No-Sebum Repair collection is actually a really great option to look out for if you are looking for some of those anti-aging benefits, but you don't have mature dry skin. So keep a lookout for that one. That's a pretty popular product. So yeah, that's that one. Now, the next product on my list is a pink mask swap. So there are quite a few pink masks out on the market these days. I'm sure you guys have seen them over Instagram. So I'm just going to pick out Sand and Sky's clay mask. So this one it's only a 60 gram pot. So it's actually quite small. I think you probably only get a couple of months of wear out of it. So if you're looking to, make your dollar go a little bit further, then a good option or a good swap if you're after a pink clay mask is Cosmate's pink clay mask, because it's 200 mils, which is obviously the measurement is different, so grams to mils, but even still, like the size is quite large on Cosmate's pink clay mask. So I think that's a really great one if you're looking to tighten and refine the pores, detoxify your skin. Clay masks are really, really great for oily skin and combination skin. And the pink one for Cosmate, they have two. One is green peppermint clay, and then the pink one has black tea in it, because Cosmate's whole, brand concept is cosmetics with tea in them, hence the name Cosma Tea. So the green version, which is ideal for oily and combination prone skins, has green tea or peppermint tea in it, and then the pink version is for more mature skin types, and that has black tea and pink clay in it. So yeah, that's a really good one to look out for. And just a little word, I guess, on pink clay generally. I did a little bit of research into this, and it turns out that pink clay, in terms of the color pink, is not actually a thing, and that the pink color comes from dye. So whatever pink mask you are seeing on social media, chances are that it actually has a pink dye in it that makes it the color pink, which is kind of a bit disappointing, but there you go. Just a little tidbit that I picked up while researching for today's episode. Now, I'm going to give you an eye cream swap, and the first one is SK2's RNA Power Anti-Aging Eye Cream. Now, this is made on a base of galactomyces ferment filtrate, which is just a really long fancy name for another type of yeast extract. So this eye cream is packed with lots of skin conditioning ingredients, and it claims to restore suppleness, reduce fine lines, but it is quite expensive. I think it's a few $100s in Australian dollars. So that, is a bit of an investment. And I have a product that is made on the same base, the same star ingredient, that I can suggest as a good swap if you don't want to spend that much money, and that is Banton's Fermentation Eye Cream. So very similar product. It also has some other anti-aging ingredients in it, including bifidoferment lysate. It's got beta-glucan, aloe, and adenosine. So just some great ingredients for soothing and plumping the skin, and also hyaluronic acid and panthenol to hydrate. And another thing about this one is that this eye cream actually ranked really highly in the blind tests on the really popular K-beauty program Get It Beauty. So Get It Beauty is a Korean TV show, and their blind test section is really, really famous because obviously the judges have no idea what the brand is, and they're literally just going on off the results. So this product, despite the fact that it's under $50, is actually quite a steal because it ranked really highly in its tests. So that's also become a popular product in Korea as well. And then last but not least, I'm going to give you guys a foam cleanser swap. So the first product is Dermalogica's Daily Microfoliant. So this is obviously such a popular product. It's got a base of papain, which is one of the extracts of the papaya plant, or I guess it's a fruit, and it also has licorice extracts and starches in it. And the swap I'm going to give you guys for this one is Tosalong's Enzyme Powder Wash. So again, it's kind of funny calling it a dupe or a swap, because Tosalong's Powder Enzyme Wash has reached cult status in its own right, but it does work very similarly. In fact, I think it's probably a little bit more of a gentle cleanse for your daily wash, and it is pH 5.5, which is really important for those of us who have damaged skin barrier and who are prone to acne and things like that. Now, one little tip I will give you guys when it comes to powder washes. Obviously, they come in powder form, not in a liquid form. And I know that I've had people say to me, the powder granules are a little bit scratchy on my face. So guys, the powder granules, the way these products are designed to work is to actually dissolve the powder granules in your hands first and wait until you've built up the powder granules into a foam on your hands, and then you apply the foam directly to your face. So if you have ever applied the grains directly to your face and found them to be a little bit scratchy and exfoliating, that's probably why. So my suggestion would be just try applying the foam to your face instead and see if you have any better results. I think you'll find that it's a lot gentler and much more suitable for daily cleansing. So if you have any other Korean skincare swaps, I would love to know about them. So come and find me on Instagram and let me know. Otherwise, I feel like sometimes I'm just here talking to myself. So yeah, come and tell me if you know of any other good swaps or, a steal or something that has similar ingredients. I would love to hear about it.
Thanks so much for listening to today's episode. If you've made it this far, hopefully that means you've liked it. Make sure you hit subscribe so that you don't miss future episodes. Don't forget to leave me a rating and a review while you're there. And if you want to say hi, head on over to Instagram at lauren.kbeauty and leave me a DM. Until next time!